on protecting home court and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. And last year they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Paul George is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the center. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Now here's Westbrook. The feed out to Adams. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And Steve, so much excitement on opening night. The fans are amped up. We're amped up. I know the players are too.
And I think it's great for the fans. Like you said, everybody's in it together. We're all amped. But the fans, they've missed it so much. They are in rare form on opening night.
Yes. Now here's Leonard. He feeds it to Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Gasol's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for San Antonio. And George gets it to go.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Laverne, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Parker. There's the pick. Aldridge is screen. And it's Leonard top of the key. Leonard draws the double. Anthony with the block. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Adams. Outside George. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Now here is Aldridge. Taken away by Anthony. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook leading the charge. He kicks to Anthony. Right side Westbrook. Anthony right side. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Adams will not go. This is off the front iron. And for the Spurs, such a remarkable run of success. In your mind, Smitty, what's been their secret?
Well, they develop extremely well, but once every decade or so, they draft a franchise player. In 1987, the Admiral. In 1997, the Big Fundamental. And in 2011, the Claw, Kawhi Leonard. And after that, as Pop would say it, don't mess it up.
Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Stolen by George. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Top of the key. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Anthony. He can't hit that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Left side, Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
And stolen by Aldridge. Green against Westbrook. Parker dishes to Aldridge. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Out to Anthony. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the technical free throw is good. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Here's Abrinas. Gasol with the steal.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Abrinas kicks to Grant. With 1 on the clock, and the dunk by Grant.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. We got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, really good.
Spurs trail by 3. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Bertans in the 4 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay on the wing. Defended by George. Steve, so much of being a great offensive player is learning to draw contact and work yourself to the free throw line. When you look at the league right now, who are some of the best in the league, in your estimation, doing that?
James Harden is one of those guys. He gets to the line, double-digit figures sometimes, free throw attempts. DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Russell Westbrook, because he's such a guy that's in attack mode and he likes contact. The guys who like contact, they get to the line a lot.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Collison's out there. Screen by Grant. And Kristen kicks to Grant. 5 to shoot. The jump hook. In deep, Collison drops it in. Collison's got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistent. One of the best two-way players in the game.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Outside, George. Stolen by Gay. Here's Ginobili. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Ginobili's got his first basket of the night. Kristen, the pass to George. Oklahoma City moving it around. Right wing. Back to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Rebound San Antonio. Over to the wing. And here's Mills for 3. They get it back. Ginobili outside. Goes back up. That one doesn't go. Oklahoma City trailing. George dishes to Grant. And it's Abrinas in the corner. And Kristen kicks to Abrinas. Now the pass to George. Second shot opportunity. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range. Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Right side, Collison. Outside for George. There's the dish to Grant. He gets it in there. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
A different look now for San Antonio. Laverne comes in for Pau Gasol. And Aldridge is subbed in for Bertans. And the Thunder with some changes. The 3 from Mills. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
And stolen by Aldridge. One-on-one here. And Anthony sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A minute 20 left from the first half of basketball. Pass to Mills. It's stolen by Adams. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Westbrook. Outside Anthony. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ginobili outside. Westbrook drives in, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
In the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons, except the strike-shortened one in '99.
And the Spurs making a change here. Leonard's checked in. It's Westbrook with the drive. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big 3 of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
San Antonio making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Tony Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook kicks to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Here's Leonard, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Oklahoma City out in front as they end the second quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one. Spurs trail by 5. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Anthony is out there with Paul George. And it's Adams in at the 5. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
You know, Kevin, it's easy to forget, but Greg Popovich was almost fired by the Spurs back in '99. Rough start that year, under 500. The players caught wind that if they didn't win the next game in Houston, Pop would get the X.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Back to Westbrook. Feeds to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
San Antonio calls timeout. And amazing to think about an all-time great like Popovich being on the hot seat. His players went to the mat for him, though, didn't they?
Some huge performances by Tim Duncan, among others. They really came out to support Pop. The Spurs finished that season on a tear, going on to win the franchise first NBA title.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for Andre Robertson. 3 from Gay. Westbrook pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 7. And Laverne hits the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Westbrook against Parker. Tries from 7. And it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Rudy Gay on the wing. And Anthony sends it back. And they'll keep possession. 6 to shoot. Gay kicks to Green. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. 6 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
The Thunder leading by 9.
And really the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
Hangs in the air. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. But very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Mills passes to Gaze. Sinks the three-pointer. Gaze got 5 points in the quarter.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 6. Anderson outside. Back to Mills. Dishes to Gay. Shoots over Grant. That one a little long. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside, Felton. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Spurs making a change here. Berton is checked in. They set the pick. Screened by Grant. Now here's Felton. Covered by Mills. Offensive rebound. Outside for Felton. He dishes it to Collison. Patterson passes to Grant. Here's Abrinas. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. He gets it in there. Green's got his first points of the game.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
And here's Mills from the arc. And that's not going to go. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. It's the Thunder. They lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Thunder leading by 4. Mills teams up with Green in the backcourt. Then it's Pau Gasol. And there's Anderson. And it's Bertanis in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's his first foul. Out to the right wing. Leonard with the steal. And stolen by Felton. Patterson dishes to Felton. Patterson, the screen. Felton kicks to Grant. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Collison. Over Gasol. Collison, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Leonard. The Spurs offense for a long time built around the penetration of Tony Parker. Drive and kick.
Well, that's the one thing you love about Pop and the Spurs organization. They understand their style and their system. As he's gotten older, they've gone back to the block, posting up Aldridge and Kawhi. Leonard also fills that ball handler role in attacking and pick and rolls.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside for Felton. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Felton the pass to Collison. Mills with the steal. And Ginobili, here we go, to take the lead. Leonard again. And it's Leonard with the jam.
He has done everything possible to keep his team in this one. What a performance from him.
Felton kicks to Collison. Over Gasol. That doesn't go either for Collison. The Spurs shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Kicks it to Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time for Melo Ginobili. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's the screen. Grant dishes to Patterson. The Thunder with another miss. Spurs leading by 3. Got a piece of. And out of bounds. San Antonio gains possession. Laverne, he's checked in for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Leonard. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Poked away. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Bertines. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He really got after him. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Anthony, the pass to Roberson. And Adams kicks to Anthony. Roberson dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Now the feed to Laverne. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Anthony knocks it loose. Here's Roberson. Guarded by Green. Roberson can't hit.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
And Green gets it to go. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Anthony kicks to George. The kick out to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Roberson can't hit. The Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Gay with it. George picks him up. Gay kicks to Aldridge. Money! Here's Oklahoma City. Anthony right side. And Anthony gets double teamed. And Adams with the slam. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Ooh, just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
Parker outside. Green, the pass to Aldridge. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol's checked in for Laverne. And it's Leonard in for Parker.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
Yeah, for sure. They need a quick score and a foul just to have a chance.
Here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Outside Leonard. He cans that one.